Hello, I'm Nayeon Kim from Severance Hospital in Seoul. I'd like to present our study on the prognostic value of coronary artery calcium volume and density using AI-based analysis of non-ECG-gated chest CT scans. Coronary artery calcium can be quantified not only on dedicated ECG-gated cardiac CT but also on non-ECG-gated chest CT, and previous studies have shown good argument between the two methods. As chest CT is increasingly used for lung cancer screening, opportunistic cardiovascular risk assessment has become an important topic. Recently, attention has shifted from simply measuring the amount of calcium to evaluating calcium characteristics, including density. Several cohort studies have suggested that higher calcium density may actually be associated with a lower cardiovascular risk. However, the prognostic value of the calcium density derived from chest CT remains unclear. Therefore, the objective of our study was to evaluate the prognostic significance of calcium volume and density using automated AI-based quantification on non-ECG-gated chest CT. We retrospectively analyzed 7,552 adults who underwent chest CT as part of a national health screening program. Calcium quantification was performed using commercially available AI software, which automatically segments the coronary arteries and calculates the Eggleston score and calcium volume. Because the software did not directly provide calcium density was back-calculated using the Eggleston score divided by total calcium area. This produced a dimensionless density factor ranging from 1 to 4, reflecting the average peak calcium density at the participant level. Now on to the results. Among the total cohort, the final analytic population included 1,109 participants with detectable calcium. The median follow-up duration was 7.7 years, during which 207 participants experienced MACE. To evaluate the combined prognostic effect of calcium volume and density, participants were divided into 4 groups according to whether their volume and density were in the top quartile or the lower 3 quartiles. The cutoff for the top quartile was 173 cubic millimeters for volume and 3.4 for calcium density. As shown in the survival curves, MACE risk was mainly driven by calcium volume, while density showed a more modest modifying effect within each volume category. To quantify event-free time, the restricted mean survival time was calculated at 5 and 10 years. The RMST represents the area under the survival curve within a defined follow-up period. The low-volume high-density group showed the longest RMST of 9.45 at 10 years. This means that individuals in this group remained free of MACE for approximately 9.5 years during the 10 years after baseline. In contrast, the high-volume low-density group showed the shortest RMST. Here are representative cases of high and low-density calcium. On the left is a high-volume, high-density case showing diffuse dense calcification. Despite the large plaque burden, this participant remained free of MACE during follow-up period of 3,300 days. In contrast, the case on the right shows high-volume but low-density calcium with more scattered calcifications, and this participant experienced MACE 3,100 days after baseline CT scan. In univariable Cox analysis, higher calcium volume was significantly associated with an increased MACE risk with a hazard ratio of approximately 2.4. In contrast, calcium density alone was not significantly associated with MACE. However, after adjustment for volume, density showed a significant inverse association with MACE with a hazard ratio of about 0.8, while volume remained an independent positive predictor. These findings are consistent with previous studies from MESA and the CAC consortium, which also reported that higher calcium density becomes protective after adjustment for plaque burden. One possible explanation is that individuals with higher density often also have larger plaque burden and older age. This shared variance may obscure the protective effect of density in unadjusted analysis. After accounting for plaque burden, denser calcification may reflect more stable and less vulnerable plaque. Spline analysis showed a non-linear relationship between calcium volume and MACE risk, with the risk increasing most steeply between z-scores of 1 and 2. In addition, the prognostic effect of calcium volume gradually decreased over time. For calcium density, an inverse association with MACE risk became evident only after adjustment for calcium volume. In conclusion, coronary artery calcium density derived from non-ECG-gated chest CT using automated AI quantification was independently and inversely associated with MACE. Combined interpretation of calcium volume and density may provide more detailed risk assessment beyond the Agatston score alone and may support opportunistic cardiovascular risk stratification using routine chest CT.